Hi, I'm Danny Cheyenne, and this is just a podcast. That's right, it's just a podcast with video, where I get together online with some friends and we just hang out and we talk about some interesting things, all while staying safe at home. This episode, I have Kelly Estomo. She's a musician, a poet, and of course, a friend of mine. She has a music project called Kelso Jeans, and you can find her music online at Kelso Jeans on Instagram and on Facebook, at soundcloud.com/Kelso Jeans, and on kelsojeans.bandcamp.com. Today we're going to be playing a fun game of Would You Rather, but first, we've got some catching up to do. How are you?
Dude, I'm just happy the sun is shining, because if it weren't, I'd be miserable. But
It is a sunny day today.
It's a sunny day. I can open the window, have like the birds chirping and the breeze coming in.
Yeah, some of these days I've been going out for bike rides, and the sun is nice on a nice bike ride. You know, all you need is a light jacket.
All you need is a light jacket.
Oh man, I miss having a bike. I still have my old childhood bike, but it's got like spider eggs inside of it and
Spider eggs?
spider eggs.
Oh my God.
I'm not using that ever again.
Have you ever thought about taking a spider egg and like cutting it open and seeing what the spiders look like while they're incubating?
Nah, mostly because one of the things in my life that I wish I couldn't see is like spiders coming out of things. I've seen a spider come out of a banana peel. You can see him moving around inside. It looks like fucking alien.
Moving around inside? What do you
Inside
like
the banana peel.
Like while the how big was the spider?
If you're interested.
Please send it to
Dude,
me.
Too big for me to even describe. Not like tarantula big, but I don't know.
Are you
Big and
squeamish?
small, all squeamish.
Are you squeamish around spiders?
I try not to be. I try to look them in the face and be like, I know you're not going to do anything to me. 'Cause you're that small.
What kind of insects make you the most squeamish?
Wasps.
Wasps,
and
really?
bees. I have a childhood fear that I'm still trying to get over of bees and wasps. Bees, I'm trying to be cool with because I know they got good shit going on. They're trying to like actually do good in the world.
Yeah, we need the bees.
We need the bees. Fuck the wasps. I hate wasps so much.
Yeah,
They bring
wasps,
nothing.
for real, they don't contribute anything. They just
don't.
fly around. Their only mission is to consume and sting the shit out of innocent people.
Exactly. I feel like, you know those people who are like, we need every single animal in like the like Mother Nature or whatever, or else it's gonna crash down.
Yeah,
No,
not
take
wasps.
out the wasps.
Not wasps.
No wasps.
I'm with you on that one.
No one needs to eat wasps, and no one needs to be eaten by wasps.
Oh, I don't
Me?
want to picture that.
Someone eating a wasp?
No, being eaten by wasps.
Oh. What do they eat?
I think they eat smaller insects. Well, you know what? I guess the only thing they would be good for is being food for other creatures and transporting pollen.
But bees do that, and
Yeah,
other creatures eat other things.
this is true.
Does anyone's diet depend on wasps?
Yeah, no. Fuck them. We have some would you rather questions that we're going to ask each other. I got some fun ones, but I also got some kind of deep ones.
Oh wow, I did not know you wanted to go there. I tried to keep it light, but tough.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, either way, it's going to work. So let's get into it.
let's get into it.
Why don't
What
you go first, since you're the guest?
if I can find them? You know, it would be funny if all of the would you rather questions I put in my notes app just went away. That would be so funny. Wouldn't it be funny?
That'd be
funny.
a real intense challenge for you to just come up with new ones on the spot.
It would.
I believe in you though.
I gathered them all, You know what? I have gripes with you, iCloud. I have gripes with you. That's just not cool.
See,
Man.
I wrote them out.
Oh, fuck, you're smart.
I try to be.
I am one to take notes in a lecture on my laptop. Like,
Oh, I do that
the
too.
millennial I am. I can't write fast enough, and if I do, it's not going to be legible whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel the same, except for I find it's easier to remember points when you write them down.
This is true.
But
Honestly,
I can't write fast enough, so it's the same problem as you.
damn, we're one and the same, aren't we?
Two sides of the same coin. How about that?
I like that.
Yeah.
I found them.
Great.
I'm not a failure after all.
Beautiful. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Which is funny because the first question is, would you rather have 3 feet or 3 hands?
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess did you think of these questions yourself?
The ones that really struck me, I think I
Yeah.
have answers for some of them, but
Okay. Now, my question is, if with the 3 hands or the 3 feet, does that mean you have 3 arms and 3 legs
you know
as
what?
well?
I guess I didn't think deeply enough about them, which is good because now I get to think about it on the spot. You know what? Would it make sense to just have like another hand come out of one limb?
Right, like a hand, just like a hand like growing out of this side of your hand.
Because I would find that be more inconvenient than having an extra limb. Let's say extra limb just
Okay.
because we're living our Squidward dreams.
Right, right. Okay. In that case, I would rather have 3 hands.
Good job. That's the correct answer. Congratulations.
Well, because I feel like the third leg and third foot would just like kind of get in the way. And would that even make it more functional to run or walk? I feel like the only function of a third leg would be a third like to have 2 legs standing still and then to have the third leg to kick so that you have better stability in defending yourself.
Someone's standing like this and you get to kick someone in the balls with your third leg.
Well, that just looks like you're kicking with your penis.
It does. Which essentially, it would be a third penis. A very long. Where
Like,
would your penis
l-
go?
The penis would be the leg. You can do like it would transform.
And that's why 3 hands is the correct answer, everybody.
Exactly. Bingo. Ding ding ding
Bingo, bango.
ding. Would you rather there be a perpetual water balloon war going on in your city or a perpetual food fight?
I almost wrote this one down. I was like, it's too stupid. I'm not going to write it down. But I do have an answer to it already. It's
Yeah.
perpetual water fight. Because
Yes.
although, now they didn't specify with balloons or with guns, right? So it could be either
What do you mean? Like, oh, no, they... What do
water
you mean they
balloons
didn't
or water
spec-
guns.
Oh, okay. Well, I wrote down water balloon war.
Even though water balloons do hurt a little bit, I would much rather have a fun, clean water
Yes.
balloon fight rather than the messiest, most wasteful food fight. You don't even know what food is going to be thrown at you. It could be a melon and you could die.
Yes, that's a very good point. I didn't even think of that.
You gotta think about all the factors then.
But I also say water because it is cleaner. The only thing you have to clean up is the leftover balloons.
Mm,
But then there we go. That's a job. That's a new job that someone has.
that's true.
Perpetual balloon cleaner. There we go.
And they
That just
would
opened
have
up a
to
new job.
They would have to be really good at it
Yeah.
because we're not about that plastic littering type shit. Not
A
about that.
a perpetual food fight would be smelly. And if the cleaning wasn't done quick enough, it would be smelly and rotting and kind of gross, to be honest.
Be very gross.
And a waste of food.
If a waste of food for sure. If an animal were to eat it and it had gone bad, they could die. Possibly. I don't know how their immune system works, but I've got one.
I'm ready.
Would you rather live the rest of your life with silent but uncontrollable gas, or live the rest of your life with loud, uncontrollable sneezing? So one is
But you're
silent
able
gas
to.
or loud sneezing, and you can't control either.
This is a hard one
Yeah.
because on one hand, you have to live with the smell. So in one scenario, you and everybody else who's exposed to the gas has to, on the bad days, deal with the smell of the gas, because sometimes there are those days when the gas isn't smelly at all.
True.
But then also that also means that you also need to go number two a lot.
Does that come with uncontrollable gas?
That comes with really bad smelly gas. That's usually a sign that you have to go.
And more often than not, I would say the silent ones really are the killers. I think that's true.
Yeah, definitely. Can be.
Can be. Can.
But then on the other hand, you and everyone else have to deal with the smell. I mean, no, I just said that. Deal with
It's still true.
deal with the sound of loud sneezing. So you either have to put up with a bad smell
Right.
or an annoying sound.
Right.
A perpetual bad smell versus a perpetual annoying sound.
Right. I'd assume that snot would be a part of the sneezing as well, so you would have to have Kleenexes on you at all times.
Not for every sneeze, though.
Not for every sneeze. Same with the gas. Not every gas is smelly, not every sneeze is snotty.
Well, then that makes me think that if it's so you said it's uncontrollable sneezes, right?
For both.
That means a constant state of being exposed vulnerably, because you're in a state where, because when you're in a sneeze, your entire universe is that sneeze, right?
Apparently your heart stops for a few seconds when you sneeze.
Does
So it's
it?
true. Apparently. I don't know.
So then does that mean if you have uncontrollable sneezing will eventually end with you dying?
We all die. Either way.
Well, then in that case, I'd rather go with the uncontrollable gas
Wow.
that is silent, because I feel like on an evolutionary level, we as a species will get over the smell.
Wow.
That will be our new normal, because then when you're just sneezing, even if, regardless of the fact that your heart stops from sneezing and you will eventually die if you can't stop sneezing, you can't do anything else while you're sneezing. You can't do any work. You can't focus on anything else because your
Sneezes
whole world
are
is
like 1 second.
But you're saying it's uncontrollable sneezes.
Yes.
And when you feel a sneeze coming, you're focusing on that sneeze and nothing else is phasing you.
It's true.
So for that reason, I would say uncontrollable gas.
Wow. And
What
you know
about you?
it's just you, right? Only you and no one else in the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Does that change your answer?
Hmm.
Juicy if it did. That'd be thick and juicy.
No.
It wouldn't.
No, it does not.
That is interesting.
Because I would probably figure out a way to kill my sense of smell, which I think is possible with today's science.
Yeah, stick Febreze up your ass.
Yeah.
I would choose sneezing. I would.
Yeah?
I would.
All right, tell me your reasoning.
I can't stand being smelly. I've had people who sit next to me while I silently fart, like their face changes, and I have to look at them and just go sorry. Because, like, I know that I've had kind people who don't say anything, and I have to be like, listen, I know what you just smelled, and I hope we can still be friends. And I can't control whether this gas will smell or not. It eventually will. I would rather deal with some snot and a few seconds of my life gone.
No, but wait, hang on.
Kill anybody.
But you're saying uncontrollable sneezing, right?
Yes.
That means you can't stop.
Well, I didn't think of it as like in succession. I thought of it as like, you never know when it's gonna happen, but it's not like frequent.
Wait, hang on. That's bitch, that's every fucking that's real life right there.
That is real life.
You never know when a sneeze is gonna come on.
You know what? Well, let's make this the whole podcast. I'm gonna define uncontrollable. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Define uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable means not controllable.
Well, we all knew.
Would you rather be transported permanently 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
The future, because I have no rights in the past. And that's that on
True.
that. Yeah. How about you?
I would say the past,
You would say the past.
because I think we will have, as a species, already killed ourselves 500 years into the future.
Bliss.
And if I was and if I was 500 years into the past, I would just live off the grid.
Wow. He's gonna live off the grid. Wow.
He doesn't have a social insurance number for Roy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If I'm one of the lucky ones, 500 years from now, I could find myself being one of the few humans sent to Pluto or some shit.
500 years from now? Like
I don't know.
400 years after you'd already died?
I mean, if I'm
Oh, wait, I'm totally...
transporting, right? So I'm
Right,
just
right,
living
yeah.
alive and not transporting as like a dead person.
That's right.
That'd be funny.
That-
Transporting my dead body throughout periods of time.
Like, the moment you die of natural causes is when you get transported, either into the past or into the future.
And they find my body and they're like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
An
Got
undiscovered
drawings
corpse.
all over her. What is this?
And then they try to turn you into like this. They try to impose this like this famous persona on a body that they have like no idea. They have no idea who this is, and then you end up becoming like a famous entity.
See, if that was the case and I went to the past, I could get myself famous today
As a corpse.
as a yeah, as a
Do you want
Oh my.
another deep one, or do you want to go ahead with
I'll go ahead because I think this one's really gonna fuck you up.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
well then in that case.
Would you rather live without music or live without film?
I'd rather live without film.
Oh fuck! You answered so quickly.
Because
Yeah.
excuse me, was that loud?
No. 'Cause you did
Cool.
it in your sleeve, like a good Samaritan.
In the safest way possible.
Very safe.
Yeah, no, I would say film because no, wait a minute. I have to specify. Does this mean that all film is gone? Or film starting now going into the future is no more?
Ooh. It doesn't specify, but let's make our own rules. I think
see.
it's only you and your entire lifespan where you have to live without film or music.
So like there would be film out there, but
But you
then
can't.
based on some kind of universal fuckery,
Hmm.
I would not be able to go out and see it. Or like
Yep.
it would be like something where if I saw a film, I would die.
Yeah. It would be like if you even turned your head to look at like a film poster ad, you would just see white or static.
Well, then in that case, I would just live off the grid.
Again, I want all these questions to end with you living off the grid.
And then I would just have music around me.
Yeah, I would choose the same. I would
Hmm.
rather live without film. Because even though film has both music and film itself,
Yeah.
well, I'm more of a music person.
Same. Even though I do really like film.
Yeah, see, I thought I got you there because I discovered you like film and then you watch them oldies.
I watch them oldies, yeah.
Do.
I watch oldies. I watch films from around the globe, too.
Yes.
What's a good one that you've seen?
Oh God. Listen, I'm not as deep of a diver of film as you are.
Uh-huh.
Like, what the fuck did I watch the other day, movie-wise? See, I can't even remember. I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch the whole Twilight series on my own because it really is some other concept to dig into. Such as, why is the baby CGI? That's a concept.
That's deep. That's deep right there.
Riddle me that.
Would you rather be infamous in history books or be forgotten after your death?
Infamous, which means I did something bad. I did something very bad.
Known for doing something not great.
I'll be forgotten after my death, honestly, because that's probably how it's gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
And history books can last a long time, and history books spread the wrong shit. So no matter, like, even if I did something that wasn't as bad, it could probably get twisted down the line. I would definitely be
True.
forgotten.
So the truth will never sustain.
Exactly. And, I'll be remembered during the time I'm alive. And, when I'm gone, goodbye. You know?
But then what kind of bothers me about being forgotten after I die is that say like children that you have
Ooh.
or nieces and nephews you have, or if you spend a whole bunch of time making music and then you die and then no one, like, what happens to that?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I guess I, like, overlooked the part where I think everyone's trying to make some sort of legacy, even if it's small, Wow, I didn't fucking think of that. This did get deep. I'm in the
Right.
deep end.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. So do I care more about my reputation or my legacy? I guess they're kind of the same, you know. They could be a Venn diagram. Shit, that's so hard. Because one of them I know is going to last a really long time, and that's the infamous history books thing. History
Right.
books last a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What would you go for?
Well, I kind of have reservations about living a famous lifestyle.
Hmm.
Well, this also ties into another question. Like, would you rather would you rather live a life of fame, but then when you die you're forgotten, or would you rather live a life of not being famous, of being unknown, and then you get fame afterwards?
This is real life for a lot of artists.
Yes.
I'm on the latter. Ooh. I mean, I think the latter.
I think the latter too.
I think fame as a lifestyle is very
Demanding.
demanding and invasive. Um, and a lot more people are gonna have a wrong opinion about you,
Hmm.
and you have to like learn to be okay with that within yourself.
Yeah.
I think my ego and confidence and everything is just too paper thin. It's too paper thin for that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll be famous after I die. People can
Hmm.
have their reservations about me when I'm gone and don't have any feelings about it.
I've got one more for you.
Ooh, let's go.
Would you rather eat a box of dry spaghetti noodles or 2 cups of uncooked rice?
2 cups. Okay, a box of dry spaghetti noodles. Um, Spaghetti noodles.
Yeah?
Crunch. Grab them like corn. Crunch. I feel like I think that would have more taste, more of a well, no, okay. Oh, the stupidest question really stumping me up, huh?
Uh-huh.
I think the grain of rice, as wild as it sounds, I think I would be more susceptible to choking on that.
I think the same because well, not only that, but it would also suck up all the moisture in your mouth.
I didn't know it did that. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I didn't know that because like a while ago, I had spilled liquid on my laptop and I freaked out. People were like, that shit don't work. I was like, I swear by this. And I put it in rice. The A button is tricky sometimes. Sometimes I get no A's,
Uh-huh.
sometimes I get two A's, but, better than a short-circuited laptop. So,
Right. Well, that's what people say when people get their phones wet and their phones aren't working, to put it in a bag of rice and leave that overnight, and the rice will absorb all the water.
mhm.
So yeah, it just does that. Um,
Yeah, I
so
don't know how well it works on its own though, because I did do other things, such as
oh,
I literally put my keyboard up to my mouth and I sucked it out. I
you
went,
sucked out the water.
yeah, it did.
Oh, but so you just like lifted your computer and then tilted it back, and you're
Yeah.
so
But told me they did that with their phone and it fucking worked.
so then you
That's
had so you had water like trickle through all the other keys, getting into other spots where it could possibly do damage before it got to your mouth.
Listen, it was lemon tea with whiskey in it. So that was sticky. It was sticky. It
Uh-huh.
was on one side of the keyboard, a small side of it, thank God, because if it was the whole keyboard, I would have just like back and forth. But I only had to give it like one CPR in one spot. And I would like to think it helped.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it would have tasted like dust for no reason. For no reason.
Uh-huh.
But I would like to think I did some of that. And not the rice.
Amen to rice, but don't eat it.
Amen to
Don't
rice.
eat it. Don't eat it uncooked.
Don't eat it uncooked.
I would also pick the dry spaghetti noodles.
Nice.
Not because I'm Italian and I love pasta, um, but because it would probably be easier to go down than 2 cups of rice, of uncooked rice.
Probably.
I actually have a funny story about dry pasta. When I used to work at No Frills, I was working some product, and I had some pasta. When you have bags of pasta in a grocery store that are damaged, and like there's a piece of it that's open, or if there's a tiny little cut, then
Mhm.
you have to dispose of it. And usually
Hold
you
that.
just you take the pasta out of the bag and put it in a box, and then um, so that you can throw out the pasta in the box, but then you can keep the bag for refunding purposes. Um, but I saw my coworker go by, and I just had like a box of pasta, and I'm just like, "Hey, check this out!" I took like a penne noodle dry and just put it in my mouth. I
You
was
ate
like,
it in front of this person, this poor,
no,
poor
my
person.
coworker, not just like a random person.
Oh my goodness, you still ate it though!
And what happened was, so I wear permanent retainers on my teeth. One of the ends popped because I did that.
Oh man, I have that on the bottom row of my teeth. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it's very uncomfortable when it's let loose.
But it might be easier with spaghetti because I ate dry penne, one piece of dried penne, and it was able to pop the retainer out of my tooth.
Penne's tough when it's uncooked. Them shit's tough. But spaghetti, I think.
Well, that's if you're eating like 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 dried noodles at a time, which would take a while if you're going to eat a whole bag.
Yeah.
So I will just say, do be mindful that that may happen to your
Oh,
retainers.
It probably would, from the way that I pictured eating it, which was like a big handful like this and just like a Subway sandwich.
Oh God, that was the first thought I had too.
And then your logic popped in and was like, your retainer's gonna pop. Remember that penne noodle?
Well, now we've come to the end of the podcast. Is there anything you would like to say, Kelso Jeans?
Follow me, boys. Instagram at Kelso Jeans. Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Facebook, same name, Kelso Jeans. You know?
What is Kelso Jeans? Because we never really talked about it in the podcast.
I make music. And I've been slow at it for a while, but I have so much time now to get back on it, you know? Trying to learn Logic. We're out here trying to get back up on that horsey. Giddy up. We're gonna get there, folks. Stick around for me.
Hey. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me and hang out.
Of
It's
course,
been-
I love talking with you.
It's been a real treat and a real pleasure.
Indeed. I hope that people love this and they come calling for more of us. We are quite the duo.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks, Kelly. Bye.
See you.